World Raid team? Back at it again. Welcome to the episode. Today I'm talking about something every gamer has seen, done, or at least thought about doing. Cheating in video games. From old school cheat codes to exploiting glitches, to people manipulating speedruns, to gamers playing sports games on rookie just to dominate the computer. Why do people feel the need to win at video games so badly? Because cheating in games isn't just about winning, it's about ego, control, frustration, and sometimes just wanting to feel powerful. So I've been playing video games pretty much my whole life, since I was like 6-7 years old. Started with Atari 2600, and I am very competitive. I hate fucking losing. So I haven't like cheated in a speed run or shit like that, but I have manipulated games to win at an early age too, like cheating and using cheat codes and shit like that. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. The whole psychology into why people cheat in video games. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hope you like the video. Welcome to Cheat Codes when cheating was actually fun. Back in the day, cheat codes weren't shameful. They were celebrated. Infinite ammo, big head mode, God mode, unlocking every character in the fucking game. Games used to encourage cheating because it wasn't about competition. It was about fun. You weren't trying to prove you're the best player in the world. You were trying to feel unstoppable in your game. Cheat codes gave players something powerful. Control. Control over difficulty. Control over the experience. Control over frustration. So I've been playing video games since I was like 5-6 years old. Started with Atari 2600. Of course, moved on to Nintendo, and that was my main console for a while. Then I played Sega, all the systems, whatever. And I'm very competitive. I hate fucking losing. But back in the day, I think they encourage you to use cheat codes. Like everybody knows the Contra code to get more lives in Contra. Everybody knows the punch out code to get straight to Mike Tyson. Those were big codes back in the day. It didn't feel like cheating because the game wanted you to do that. And then they had the Game Genie and Game Shark, which they showed the commercials on TV, and they were actually pushing you to try to break the game, try to do things that you couldn't normally do.
Any level, get unlimited life, live forever. Like a video zombie, excellent. You'll jump totally higher. Make your own effects. Genie gives you more firepower. Go for it, Teamster. Go to any level, jump higher, stay bigger, live forever. Game Genie, radical video game.
So back in the day, in the 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s, cheating was encouraged because it wasn't a lot of online shit. So it was just basically you trying to break the game after you beat it, or even trying to beat the game another way. That's when cheating was fun. Like I remember I used to play The Sims all the time. Then you get the infinite money code. Oh my God, that shit was so awesome because you can buy every item or whatever. And that's what they was focused on. They wanted you to have a good time by pretty much breaking the game, and that's how cheating was fun back in the day. Glitches, when players discover power. Then came the glitches, and glitches changed everything because now instead of the game giving you power, you discovered it for yourself. Whether it was duplicating items, clipping through walls, or breaking the AI, glitches made players feel smart, like they found a secret no one else knew. It wasn't just cheating anymore, it felt like mastery. So the glitches thing, I never found any like big glitch in any games. Maybe in Zelda where you use the dash and you can get over a long like little hole when you weren't supposed to. But through the years watching these speed runs, those motherfuckers found all kinds of fucking glitches to break the game. I don't really have a problem with that, personally. I don't think it's really cheating, depending on what you're doing. It's more like game manipulation and shit. I've seen some speed runs where they totally fucking break the game. You can beat like a fucking Metroid in like fucking 5 minutes or some shit like that. So there's a lot of glitches that make the game better and easier, and I literally have no problem with none of that shit. Speedrun cheating when winning becomes status. Speedrunning took cheating to another level because now it wasn't about fun or power, it was about recognition. world records, leaderboards, internet fame, and suddenly shaving seconds off a run meant everything. Some players manipulate glitches, use tool-assisted runs secretly, or even fake runs completely, because in competitive spaces, winning becomes identity. You're not just beating a game, you're proving something about yourself. So I am a big fan of speedrunning. I love watching that shit. I'm not good at that shit at all. I would never enter one of those competitions or try to get on the leaderboard like that or anything like that. But I enjoy watching it. And there's been several instances where people fucking cheating, using tool assisted shit and having fucking the computer run, and they fucking smash the shit together and make it seem like them. That shit is wrong, man. I like it when people do it the regular way, do it the right way. And a lot of people have been caught. Fake runs are the worst. I've seen several people make videos about people doing fake runs in like Mario and games like that, like the real top speedrun games. And it's fucking wrong. I hate when people fucking cheat the system, especially when you're gonna be on a leaderboard or some shit. That shit is wrong. To be a top player and the only way you can be that top player is to cheat, it's not right. So I thoroughly enjoy speedrunning, and I love watching a game that I couldn't beat as a kid, or that took me forever to beat as a kid, that somehow somebody would beat it in fucking like 10 minutes. That shit is amazing to me when done the right way. But when exploiting people and trying to cheat to be on a leaderboard and get recognition, that's always wrong. And I'm so happy when it's called out and people call out those people who attempt to cheat. And usually those people never really come back after getting called out for cheating. Sports games, playing on rookie to dominate. Now let's talk about sports games, because this is the most common type of cheating that nobody calls cheating. Lower the difficulty to rookie, stack your team, drop 80 points, win by 50. And suddenly it feels like you're unstoppable. But here's the truth. That's not competition. That's validation. Players don't always want challenge. Sometimes they just want to feel dominant. And this is where I come in, where I started playing sports game when I was like 11, 12. Those shits was hard back in the day, especially on Sega and Super Nintendo. And I would always play on rookie just to get the feel of how to play the game. And it always feels good when you're dominating game. So to this day, I still put that shit on rookie when I start a sports game. Like when I started playing the baseball for MLB The Show, I had to play that shit on rookie because I couldn't get the fucking batting or whatever. So I had to learn how to bat. But now I'm all right or whatever. And especially in Madden, there's no fucking way I could ever play that shit on all Madden. I still don't play it on all Madden to this day because it's so fucking hard. But on rookie, I have a chance to play and have fun. And I'm playing that boxing game that came out last year, and I definitely got that shit on rookie. That shit is even harder, even hard on rookie. So imagine if you put it on legend or something like that. So I can get cheating on playing on rookie in sports games just to get the feel of the game and trying to get better. Because it's not fun when you're consistently losing. You have to get better to move up and get to the higher levels of the game in a sports game. NBA 2K, I usually start at rookie, especially playing a regular season, and then I try to just get better while playing a game, just like in Madden, just like in all the sports games that I play. You can't start on the hardest level and expect to dominate. It's just not realistic. And back in the day when I used to play NBA Live, there was a cheat, and I used to exploit the fuck out of that shit on Xbox 360, the NBA Live with Dwight Howard. There was a cheat where if you're losing, there's a way you can manipulate the game in which you can let the clock run out and the other player will never get the ball. And usually when you do that, you can fucking the other player will cheat and you'll get the win. It was one of the dirtiest cheats in the game, and a lot of people, I learned that from somebody I played one night, and he actually showed me how to do it, and I used that shit when I was losing. I know it's wrong, but at the time I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about climbing the leaderboard in NBA Live. But there's cheats like that in a lot of these sports games where you can manipulate it, like in MLB 2K, one of those ones for the 360, there was a cheat where you can bunt. If you had a fast player, you can literally bunt from first to fucking to to home. And there was literally no way to stop you, especially when you got to third base. There was no way to stop you. And then there was a way to lock the catcher where he can't throw the ball once you're at third. So there's a bunch of cheats in sports games that people get away with. It even happens today in online when I'm playing the show. There's a way, usually when you're on third and you bunt the guy over, there's no way to stop him from scoring if he has like at least 95 speed. So people still cheat today, and they get their wins through cheating, and they feel validated, which is, I guess that's a part of the sports culture. You don't want to lose, and losing fucking sucks, especially playing sports games, especially playing online. Why people really cheat in games? So why do people cheat in video games? Because losing feels personal, because winning feels validating, because games simulate competition even when the stakes aren't real. Cheating gives instant progress, artificial mastery, emotional control, and sometimes it even gives relief from frustration. When players cheat, they're not always trying to beat the game, they're trying to beat the feeling of failure. Nobody wants to lose. Losing fucking sucks in everything. Like, even fucking politicians hate to lose, athletes hate to lose, and that's the same with fucking video games. Even when I was in fucking school, I didn't want to lose a spelling bee. Like, nobody wants to fucking lose, and losing sucks. And when you can find an edge to get you closer to winning, that's the greatest feeling. Even if it's cheating, sometimes you need that fucking W. I remember I was playing NBA 2K for a while, and I was not being good, and that shit was fucking frustrating. Nobody wants to fucking continuously lose. So I get it why people cheat. Like I said, I've done it before. Losing fucking sucks. Just people say get good. And then you know what's worse about losing? Especially online. When you lose, motherfuckers talk so much fucking shit. Oh, you do not want to be the person losing and then hearing the motherfucker at the end of the mic talking shit or sending you messages. When I'm playing online, if you ever see me online, wear team, if I lose, I'm not answering no text messages. I'm not listening to the mic. I'm just gonna fucking click the game off. So that's how I feel about why people cheat in games. They don't want that losing feeling. Nobody wants to lose. The psychology, ego, control, and escapism. Video games tap into ego more than we realize. They give goals, rankings, wins, losses, and our brains treat those outcomes like real achievements. So when someone cheats, exploits, or lowers difficulty just to win, they're chasing a feeling. Power, competence, success. Even if it's artificial, it still feels real in the moment. That's why cheating exists across cheat codes, glitch exploitation, modding advantages, lowering difficulties, manipulating online systems. Different methods, same emotional goal. Like I said in the last section, it's all about that winning feeling. Nobody wants to lose. So when you cheat, especially online, I think it's so much more online when you win a game online. When you're in the ranking system, it feels so much better when you win. And sometimes you're not good enough to get that feeling naturally. So cheating gives you that sensation of winning. And I get it. Nobody wants to be a loser. It just sucks for the person on the other end when you cheat. So I realized that as an adult, and I don't want people to feel cheated, so I don't do it to them. Just like fucking when I get cheated, it's the fucking worst feeling when you feel like somebody's cheating you out of a game that you won. And there was a glitch in one of those baseball games where you play the fucking whole game, and then the person can quit at the end of the game, and you get the fucking loss. Oh my god, that happened to me multiple times, and I was so fucking mad. Because a baseball game is usually like an hour and a half online, and then you get to the end and you're winning, and somebody fucking quits, and then you get that loss. It's like the worst feeling in the world. And they used to do that shit online. I think it was in the when you're playing with multiple players, when you're playing a 2v2 or whatever, and you wouldn't get the win. It fucking sucks. So cheating is bad on both ends. Don't do it. Is cheating always bad? Here's the real twist. Cheating isn't always bad. If you're playing solo, using cheats for fun, or exploiting glitches just to experiment, that's part of the gaming culture. The line gets crossed when cheating replaces competition, when winning matters more than the experience itself, because at that point, you're not playing the game anymore, you're chasing the result. I don't see nothing wrong with doing that shit when you're playing by yourself. When you're playing by yourself, you're trying to get to the end of the game, or you want to see the end of a game that you never beat, or you're fucking just trying to speed run through a game and you're using glitches to get to the end of the game. Nothing wrong with that. But as soon as you take it to where you're going to be in a ranking, or you're going to be one of the top players in that game and you're cheating to get there, that's where I personally cross the line. I don't think you should ever use cheating to manipulate someone else or to win when you don't have the skills to win. Unless it's a part of that system, like when you do a speed run, you can use different glitches and shit to different bugs and shit to advance to the end of stages and shit like that. So when it's legal in a competition or whatever, that's all right. But if you're doing it intentionally to win by cheating, I think that's always wrong. So the real question isn't why people cheat in video games. It's why winning matters so much in something that's supposed to be fun. Is it ego, control, frustration, or just the feeling of being unstoppable for a few minutes? Let me know in the comments, have you ever been cheated? Have you ever used cheat codes, exploited a glitch, or lowered the difficulty just to dominate? No judgment, we've all been there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. That's gonna do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, I truly appreciate it. You can on anybody else's channel and you decided to watch mine. Thank you. There's only 24 hours in a day. I hope I didn't waste your time. Thank you for giving me a couple minutes today of your day. Have a good one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You've been watching